What's going on, everybody? HondaPro Jason here in Port Saint Lucie with Sean. Sean is the owner of P2R Rev Racing. What's going on, Sean? How are you?
Everything is good. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm super excited to see all the cars you guys build. You guys are the J Series kings, basically, right?
Yeah, that's what we're known for.
So you guys do J Series swaps. So J Series is the V6 series of engine that Honda's been using for years.
Yes.
And it came in what? It comes in a 3-liter, 3.2, 3.5, 3.7?
Correct. They started using that engine from 1998, and they've been using it all the way to current.
What did they do? A 2.7?
They did a 2.5 liter.
A 2.5 liter. Interesting.
Yeah.
And you make parts for it. You build them. You race them. You do everything.
Yes, we do everything from them. We manufacture a whole line of all sorts of products for those engines.
Dude, that is awesome. So we're going to walk through some of the cars that they have here at the shop. And I'll tell you what, some of these things are going to completely blow your way. So let's get into it. Let's start with this NSX.
Okay, so we got here is a 2002 Acura NSX. We are just finished putting a J Series engine into this car. Pretty much a lot of guys are interested in trying to preserve their NSX engine. So the J Series makes just about the same amount of horsepower as the NSX does. So it works out really good to put a J Series in there.
Now the NSX originally came with a series called the C Series.
That is correct.
And this one had what, the 3.2?
Yes, this came with a 3.2.
And your J Series you put in it is what size?
It's also a 3.2.
And so is it just the engine, or did the transmission also a J Series?
So we have the J Series engine, but we are using the C Series transmission on this.
And it bolts right up?
Yes, the transmission bolts right up to this engine.
Hondas are like Legos, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
It is truly amazing. How much power do you think this is going to make when it's done?
Well, in naturally aspirated trim, this is going to make just a little over 300 to the wheels.
Okay. That's going to be awesome. And it's lighter than the C Series engine.
Yes, that's correct.
So the car should be faster.
Yeah, it'll be a little faster.
That's going to be super, super safe. I can't wait to see this thing completed and done. It's going to be pretty awesome. So moving on from this, we have the TL, which is your all-wheel drive, and this is a roll race car.
Yeah, this is a roll race car for a series called IRRA.
Okay, so people that are out of Florida, because that's really where I think roll racing started. Roll racing is basically like what some people do on the highway. They race from a rolling start.
Yeah, so this pretty much started off as a way for street racers to race safely.
Okay.
So what the roll racing is, it's a quarter-mile race, just like drag racing, but we start from a 40-mile-an-hour roll. And by starting from 40, we pretty much go until we reach the end of the quarter mile. Interesting.
And this being all-wheel drive, J Series.
This is a 3.7 liter because this is a 2014 Acura TL all-wheel drive model. So this comes with a 3.7 from factory, and we've equipped it with a supercharger.
We were talking earlier, you're talking like right around maybe a little over 500 horsepower.
Yes, this engine makes it a little over 500 horsepower to the wheels right now.
And is there a faster TL in the world?
Not that I know of.
So you guys are looking at the fastest TL in the world, and I guarantee this surprises a lot of people. And this is straight up race car. I mean, if you guys check out the inside here real quick.
What surprises people most about this car is that it is still an automatic trim. So it's a 6-speed automatic transmission, but it runs very good.
Interesting. And what do they roll racing? Is there a time or a speed, or how do they rate it?
We have classes. So we have a mile-an-hour range that we try to go into, almost like bracket racing. So this car is running in a class called C3, where we go between 120 miles an hour to 140 miles an hour.
Okay.
We don't want to go too fast because we don't want to break out, but if you don't want to go too slow, because then you won't beat the guy next to you.
Perfect sense. Man, this thing is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Thank you.
We have the Accord.
This is a road race car. This is an endurance race car. We've been running this car for about 13 years or so now.
Wow. Oh, is that beautiful? Very, very nice.
And this car is a 3.5 liter.
Naturally aspirated?
Naturally aspirated, and this one puts down about 320 horsepower to the wheels.
Man, this is nice. Yeah, I can see all the fabrication. It's very, very impressive. Let's take a look at the inside of this one too. And you've been running this car for how long?
This car has been racing since 2007.
Whoa. That cage is crazy. Beautiful.
And the roll cage does work. We've crashed this car a couple of times as well.
Oh no. Well, I'm glad to hear it works. And you guys manufacture a lot of parts for your cars. You do a lot of gaskets, right?
Yeah, we do a lot of thermal gaskets. We do a lot of billet parts. We do fuel rails, water necks. We actually make the headers that are on this car as well too. The radiator hoses, radiator brackets.
Let's take a look inside, because I know there's another very special car you have inside, and that's also where you have your CNC machine, your laser machines. In fact, their laser machine, first their CNC machine made this battery hold on for my Civic Type R, and then their laser machine put my name on it, which is super sick. So this is a one-off, huh?
Yeah, that's a one-off piece made just for you.
This is awesome. Thanks. Let's go see the machines that made this. Also, let's go see this very, very special car that is going to blow your mind. Come on inside. Shop, by the way, the shop is beautiful.
Thank you.
Super clean. You guys have a lot of stuff crammed. I mean, just...
So these are all Honda V6 J series cylinder heads as well.
Okay.
We offer CNC port work on them now. So all of these heads here are all ported. Actually, some of these belong to customers that are going to be assembled and shipped. I have a stock head here, and I have one of our CNC heads. You can actually see the difference between the two.
Oh yeah, you can see inside here, basically the size and how rough this is. You can't see it, but I'm telling you, it's very rough. Inside here, it's much smoother and much bigger. And so obviously that port is going to allow more air in, correct?
A lot more airflow, yes.
Got it. Very cool. I'm going to swing you guys around. Before I show you the car, are these...
Now, these are all brand new Honda V6 cylinder blocks
with
the Honda part numbers on them.
Cylinder blocks. And then,
Yeah.
so this is going to be, I mean, you guys can build engines out of this or use them for your own race
We can use
team.
them for engines for customers. For our own race
Interesting.
team. We are loaded up with Honda parts here for these engines.
That's pretty awesome. The car behind us is, as far as you know, this is the very first J Swapped ILX. Is that right?
That's correct. So this is a 2018 Acura ILX, and this is definitely the world's first J Swapped ILX.
These motor mounts.
Everything was custom made here.
This is not going to be a daily. This is going to be strictly built for what?
This is going to be a true drag car here.
Okay.
This is going to be an all motor drag car.
Holy crap. And your estimate power when this is done being, are you going to turbo or supercharge this, or is this going to stay naturally aspirated?
We are looking to get to about 500 horsepower naturally aspirated.
Wow. That is going to really move this car. I mean, it is basically a Civic chassis.
Essentially, this is
essentially.
Yes.
And that is impressive. Okay, let's go see what made this part.
All right.
So your machines are around the corner, so you do everything in-house.
That's correct.
Let's see what you got here.
This here is a CO2 laser. This is where I went ahead and put your name on that battery tie down for you.
I have some video of you doing it, and it really impressed me because I thought that something had to touch it or this had to be bracketed down, but you just moved it around and the laser just etched it.
Yeah, that's the nice part about a laser. There's actually no moving parts besides the laser head.
Very nice. And now, if you want to cut metals, we're going to move down to the CNC, right?
Yes, so this is a CNC router. We mostly use this one for making our thermal gaskets.
Okay.
Which we have a whole line of thermal gaskets. That's what we mostly use this one for. This one can cut aluminum, but we mostly stick away from cutting aluminum on this particular machine.
Okay.
This machine, we try to focus on just our thermal gaskets, which is what we have over 300 applications of.
Are these tie down or are these just, I can't?
So as we drill, we put tie downs to hold the material in place. And then next step, we will go ahead and cut the rest of the shape of the gasket. And
that is awesome.
Yeah, that just basically keeps it from moving. We're going to get a very clean edge.
Okay.
It'll look perfect when it's done.
And every shop I've been to has some sort of parts warehouse. Can we go check yours out?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go do that now.
All right. So in here, we keep all of our inventory for all the products that we make here at P2R. We got different throttle body spacers. We got throttle body adapters that we make for different intake manifold setups.
So this is your parts warehouse.
Correct. This is our parts warehouse. We got fuel rails, a lot of billet stuff because we do a lot of CNC machining here. We do polyurethane bushings. You can see the fuel rails down here. And then we also got silicone radiator hoses. We got these for pretty much, well, right now every Honda V6 application, Accords and Acura TLs.
That is
we got
awesome.
Some CNC heads back here that we do. And then if we come all the way around over here, it's a little tighter, but we have all the, we've got over 300 applications of thermal gaskets for.
You say 300?
Yes, over 300 applications.
Wow.
From throttle body gaskets to intake manifold gaskets. We manufacture all these right here.
That's
Every
insane.
Honda engine, B series, D series, H, K, every single one, we got them all covered.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Another thing that really impresses me is that a lot of the parts you guys use, you buy brand new. Like you don't use junkyard heads or blocks or intakes. These are new parts, right? And then you port and polish them and build them.
That's correct. We start from a brand new cylinder head core, direct from Honda, and then we go ahead and we CNC port that.
That is awesome. If people want to learn more about what you do or get some parts from you, where's the best place to find you?
They can find us anywhere on the web. It's Power Rev Racing. That's our Instagram, our Facebook, and also our website, PowerRevRacing.com.
Power Rev Racing. And the P2R is because Rev Racing has 2 R's?
That's correct.
Ah,
so
see?
full name is P2R Power Rev Racing at this point now, though.
Very, very cool. I like to take credit for that, but one of the other guys told me what it meant. I was curious myself. As always, guys, I hope you loved the video. And as always, I'm the Honda Pro. And now you're...
In the know.
Thanks, brother.